I'm Kourtney Thomas, and I want to show you a standing rear delt raise today. And it's a rear delt raise, which is gonna look a lot like a reverse fly, but it's not. It's a little bit different, and we're really gonna be super focused on dialing right into the rear delt versus the rear delt and a lot of the other upper back musculature. So this is gonna be in a bent over position though, just like you would do for a reverse fly, but we're gonna take a little bit of different hand position and really kind of think about pulling in a different way. This is a move, again, that you can do in a seated bent over position, but sometimes I find that's a little tough on the hips. So I actually like to do it in a strong bent over position. So I'll show you from the side here to start. It's a good way to see it. And then I'll show you a little bit from the front as well. So you're gonna get into that bent over position. And when you do that, you've got a nice strong flat back, right? Your butt is hinged back, sitting back, flat back, shoulders are back here, core's engaged, and you have your dumbbells hanging down in front of you, and your thumbs are facing each other. Your palms are facing your thighs. So you're gonna keep that position throughout the movement. That's something a little different here with this rear delt raise. It's gonna really dial it into that back side of the shoulder. So from this position, you're gonna have a soft elbow here. Again, it's not an active bend, but it isn't a lockout either with a totally straight arm. You got a soft elbow, a little bit of a bend, and from here, holding your bent over position and just kind of looking straight ahead, you're going to raise your pinkies up toward the sky. Really super engaging that rear delt, and then a really nice slow lower back down, all the while those thumbs facing each other. So when you come up into the raise, you're really gonna feel a big squeeze. Your pinkies and your rear delts are gonna be super connected here, thumbs facing down toward the ground, and then a nice slow lower under control. And from the front, it looks a little bit like this. So you're in that bent over position, nice and strong. And again, a little bend in the elbows. And then as you raise, that elbow bend might increase a little bit, but big thing is when you're here, you really wanna feel the rear delts only. And then a nice, slow, lower back down. Like when I'm up in that position, right here, this is it. This is bulging, and I feel that. So I'm here. I always like to say that it's almost like there's a string pulling up at your elbow or a string pulling the dumbbell up, and you're like a marionette here. So the big key is that you don't want to get to the point where you're really engaging all of this musculature across the top of your back. You really want to isolate this right here. So that becomes important in really choosing your weight. It's going to be light here. To do that under control, again, a lot of times in a reverse fly, you're going to see something like this. And I don't want to see that. I want to see it really super controlled, delts only, and then nice, slow, lower. So adjust your weights as you need to. Really dial it in on that side. Gives the shoulders a great look that's like 3D all the way around. We get a lot of work on the front delt from anything pressing or anything front. Lateral from raises, but then the rear delt tends to get a little bit neglected, and this is my favorite move to really give it some good loving. So this standing bent over rear delt raise.